Therefore it is said, Purusha Prakristho hi. Purusha is residing in Prakriti, not in the body. I mean, body also is there outwards, but fundamentally it is holding on to that Prakriti at a deeper level. Therefore, even by becoming free of our body or becoming detached from our senses or becoming detached from our mind also will not give us liberation. Again, that Prakriti will create another mind for us. It will go on. So just by becoming free of the mind or the senses or the body, because they are the outer, the cause is still there, the Prakriti is still there, the Avyakta is still there. It's like a tree. If you cut all the branches and all, but the root is still there, it will give rise to another. Or the seed is still there, it will give rise to another tree. So, Purusha Prakristho hi, the Purusha is residing in Prakriti. Therefore, the term Prakriti is used here. Because it is, though it is identified with the entire Kshetra, but it is, its residence is in Prakriti. So, it's very strong, very powerful. And this hold of this Prakriti can be dropped only with pure knowledge. If it was only at the level of body, action could have removed this bondage. If it was only at the level of our mind, intellect and all, just some sadhana and all would have helped us. Some pranayam, some japa, some tapa would have helped us to become free of this bondage. But since the Purusha is holding on to the Prakriti at a deeper level, that detachment from Prakriti can happen only in the deep state of meditation when we come to realize that I am different from this Prakriti. When I realize my own nature as that pure consciousness, as pure I am. See, even when we are in deep sleep state, we are identified with that Prakriti. In the deep sleep state, we are identified with the Prakriti. In the waking and dream state, we are identified not only with Prakriti, but its all manifestation also. The body, the mind, the intellect and all. But in deep sleep state, only Prakriti and Purusha remains there comfortably. And one when dies, Purusha and Prakriti are still together. So it projects another set of mind and intellect. We might not remember our past lives because the mind and intellect which is now, it might not be there again in the next life. It's like that seed. If that seed is giving rise to that tree, or maybe that example might not be proper. So when we are born, a different, like for example, an ocean is there. You take a bucket of water from there. That bucket of water is different from that entire ocean. Means it is a different set of that ocean. From there, a different type of experience can be gained. Or from a another example. I have to think of that example. Okay, our dream. Dream is a very good example. No? Dream is a good example? Let me give the example first. So suppose you sleep. Not now, later on. So when you sleep, you dream. And in your dream, let us say you become a sports person, watching cricket and all. Suddenly you dream that you are a cricket star. With a bat in hand, you are hitting ball and sixer and four and everyone shouting there and all. And you also in between remove your helmet and look up in the sky and all. So that is what is happening in the dream, your dream. And you make little noise also while dreaming. So somebody sleeping with you there, he says, what is this fellow is making such big noise? Aapko hila deta hai. And you wake up. And when you wake up, you find yourself in the bedroom. And you were woken up. Then you say, why you woke up? I was dreaming and all, such a wonderful dream. Why did you wake me up? I was about to hit the sixer and I would have got a century. So anyway, I am going to sleep now. So you go to sleep. And when you sleep again, you find yourself in Juhu Chowpatty and eating bhel puri and driving away makkis. Suppose somebody comes and meets you there and asks you कि आपने कितना स्कोर किया था? What was your score? You were about to hit a sixer, I heard. So what heard? What score you are talking about? But you just now, what just now and all? I am eating bhel puri here. So even though, now it's very interesting, even though you yourself had experienced yourself as a cricket star, and you yourself are experiencing yourself as a bhel puri person, eater, but you don't remember that. It is a different world altogether. It is gone forever. That personality was different who was playing that cricket. And the personality which is eating the bhel puri is totally different. But both of them are you. The personality is different. The experiences are different. That means the ego is different. That ego which was playing cricket and the ego which is eating bhel puri, the ego is different. But that Purusha is same. Purusha is identified with the stock which can give rise to different dreams. You understand? So when we die in a particular place, a body and all, we might not even remember our past body. Even if it will be totally diverse, totally different also. Nothing to do with this thing, any place at all. It can be absolutely a different experience altogether. We may be born here as human being, but in next life maybe some animal or some bird flying and all. If that bird is caught hold and you say, sorry, last life you were listening to pravachan and all. So what pravachan? Who, me? It will not even remember. But the Purusha is same. The Purusha which is flying there in the form of bird. And that Purusha who is listening to the pravachan in this life is the same. So I am, who is identified with this particular body, is really this particular body identification is only at the outer level. But in the deep within I am identified with my Prakriti. And this identification with the Prakriti can be dismantled only through the path which is shown here in Vedanta. Not by any other techniques and all this. That will not help us in any way. They are all superficial. They are all gimmicks. They will not help. The only way is to hold on to this I am and recognize its real nature. Then we will be free of this Prakriti. So Purusha Prakristho hi, sitting in the Prakriti, that Purusha experiences Prakriti Jan Gunan, all that is displayed by the Prakriti. So if the Prakriti displays a cricket stadium and all this, I enjoy that. Arey wow, very nice. If the Prakriti displays the Chowpatty and all, I enjoy that also. But this will go on and on and on, non-stop. How many lifetime it will go on? It will go on and on. But we heard that earth will then disappear and all, nothing, some other world. It doesn't matter. This world is created by Prakriti. It cannot be destroyed by your nuclear power or anything else. It's like your dream, it cannot be destroyed by atom bomb. When you wake up, even if suppose your world is destroyed, the whole cricket stadium is blasted by some terrorist and all, and you wake up with a start. And then again you go to sleep, again you are at chowpatty. If you are asked, अरे वो blast हो गया था, क्या हो गया? कौन सा blast? Who, me? Nothing. Nothing is remembered, nothing is known. We are holding on to this world as though it is some solid reality. It's all a great game. And we hold on to it, our family, our children, our relatives, friends, this, that, and all. And for that sake, we are avoiding, we are not trying to understand our own real nature. When we die, all the family members and this and that will be forgotten, and different set of family members will be there. Different set of family members. Even if you meet, or this type, family members will not be met in there because it's a different dream altogether. The cricket, the audience from the cricket you will not find in the chowpatty. Similar person might be there, but you will not remember him from the chowpatty place or the cricket stadium place. So it's a whole mystery, and one is attached to this prakriti, so one should become free of it. So karanam guna sangosya, so this guna sanga, attachment to these gunas, attachment to the enjoyments which are given by this prakriti, that becomes the cause for our janma, for our births in different types of yoni, in different types of life forms. Sadasad yoni janmasu. Sad asat means in good and bad life forms, we are born again and again. And how long one life form will last, that is also ingrained in that prakriti only. It doesn't depend on how many badam pista you eat. It doesn't depend on that, really speaking. That doesn't mean we should not eat. You eat as much as you want. But our lifespan doesn't depend on our whatever we do. It depends on this prakriti. It's like our dream. How long the dream will last doesn't depend on how many malpuas you are eating in your dream or how much exercise you are doing. I want to live a long life. I want to meditate. I eat all sorts of health food and diet and this and that. I want to live a long life. Suddenly he wakes up, life ends there. When you will wake up from this dream and go into another dream, we don't know. That is called life and death. Waking up from one dream, and I mean not waking up from dream, from one dream to another dream. Life, continuous life is like going from one dream to another dream. Anadi mayaya suptaha. The Vedanta says we are sleeping in this anadi maya or anadi, this prakriti. We are sleeping and we keep on dreaming non-stop. So we have to wake up from this dream by following the path shown. Otherwise it will go on. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jatare shayana. So this prakriti, it is at the cosmic level. At our level, this prakriti is experienced as our own vasanas, as our own memory. This memory is also part of that prakriti only. It comes. But it is also our vasana, our habits, our nature. All. It cannot be seen, but it is there. And it can give rise to millions of or infinite lifetime of variety of lifetime, not of one type, variety of lifetime, not connected to the previous life at all. That you should remember. Not connected to the previous life at all. It need not be connected. It can be connected. It need not be connected also. But what about those people in hypnotism and they go into their past life and all? They just go into this life only. They don't go into past lives and all. So, bhungte prakriti jan gunan. Purusha prakritisto hi bhungte prakriti jan gunan karanam gunasangosya sadasadyoni janmasu. Therefore, this Purusha should be understood as different from this Prakriti and its real nature has to be comprehended. Once that real nature of this Purusha is comprehended, we become free of the bondage. So what is the real nature of this Purusha that is now indicated again? It was indicated before. So now again it is indicated in the following verse. It's a very beautiful verse. Bhagavan says, Upadrashtanumanta cha Bharta Bhokta Maheshwarah Paramatmeti Chapyuktah Dehesmin Purushah Parah Upadrashtanumanta cha Bharta Bhokta Maheshwarah Paramatmeti Chapyuktah Dehesmin Purusha Para. Bhagavan says, in this body, you have to recognize this Purusha who pervades this body, who pervades your senses, who pervades your mind, who pervades your intellect, who pervades the Prakriti. That Purusha is my real nature, that pure I am. So when I hold on to that I am, and I even drop the sense of I, only that am, that is the absolute, that pure consciousness. That is indicated here as Upadrashta. Upadrashta means, Upa means very near, Drashta means witness. Remaining very close, it witnesses everything. It is the witness. That Purusha is indicated here as the witness of everything. Even when we are asleep, it witnesses the sleep. It is aware of that sleep also. It is the witness of Prakriti also. So we are asleep means that Prakriti, everything has merged into Prakriti. That is called sleep. The body, the mind, the intellect, the senses, everything has gone into the Prakriti. But the Purusha is there, illumining the Prakriti. But still, since there is nothing, no world, no nothing, so there is the experience of nothingness. I say, I did not know myself, I did not know the world, I did not know where I was, I did not know anything, but I slept very well. That is Purusha and Prakriti in their pure form, in the deep sleep state. But when we are awake, every thought, every feeling, every action, everything is witnessed, illumined by that Purusha. He is the Upadrashta. When we identify with the body, mind, intellect,